guys, and welcome to another video. Here we are, doing the damn thing. We're doing a plan with me. This one may be a wee bit longer than usual, maybe not, who knows. But it is the week of Christmas, so a lot went down, a lot happened. It was an exciting week. I am using the gingerbread kit from ScribblePrintsCo for this, and you will have noticed, if you watched my kit lineup, I said I was going to use silver with this kit. Changed my mind, I'm using gold, mainly because I have a bunch of Christmas overlays left in gold, so I want to make use of them, and I was going back and forth, so we're going gold now. This is the kit. I'm literally so obsessed with her. She's so cute. But yes, so full boxes. I don't love this tall box scene, but I think I'm gonna have to use it. The deco, the headers, this stuff, the page that I don't use, basically. Love the patterned little things. And the bottom washi. We have the girl here with like the mid skin tone. And then we have the light or the dark option that came with the kit. I did add on the 15mm washi strip and the fashion girl, so I'm going to replace this cutie with the blondie girl. And then I am bringing in lots of foil. I'm doing a mixed metal, mixed pattern moment. We have string lights in good old dark green and plaid 2 in dark red. The plaid ones are going to stay in the shop past Christmas, which you would already know. But here we go. I have 2 Christmas quotes here, 6 of them on here, and 6 of them on here as well. Got a couple of gold corner overlays from my shop, gold header overlays from SPC, and this was the Advent exclusive bow from the Advent, and I have it in gold here that I am going to use with this. My tweezers are from Plannahannah. My inserts are from Caress Press. Oh my god, why can't I talk? And with that being said, I'm going to jump right into it. I am going to use the light-handed girl and the blondie because I am, in fact, glow in the dark. Okay. So, let me pull out my underlays. I do need the page with the glitter headers, and I need to assess my situation. So, I need 7, 8, 9, 10 full boxes. So, here's 8, 9, and then, yeah, we're going to have to use that because she's going to just replace her. Okay. So, as per usual, I will answer random questions from the internet while I am doing this because I am not interesting otherwise. It's just how it be sometimes. So, we are going to work on this base. I'm obsessed with the colors of this kit. I mean, I don't love the brown because, like, brown is just not a color that I like, but it adds a little something special to this because it's literally gingerbread color, and I'm obsessed with gingerbread cookies. I'm also waiting on the mail, so here's to hoping that the mailman interrupts this. I have like 2 ScribblePrintsCo orders out for delivery, which are the last 2 things I need for my haul. And then I also have a Christmas, oh god. Why am I like this? Why is this my life? I also have a Christmas gift out for delivery for my dad's girlfriend, and she lives about 2.5 hours away. So I really was hoping that it would get here before Christmas, and it didn't. And then obviously, like, the last day we received mail was Christmas Eve, and of course it didn't come that day, so it's gonna come the next day we receive mail, which is today. And she's a late sleeper, so she at like 10:30 when I talked to my dad was still asleep, so he wasn't sure what time she was leaving today. So I'm hoping that I can get the package in the mail, get it wrapped, and get over to my dad's house. He only lives like 10 minutes from me, and give her Christmas gift before she leaves. I got her like this mug that has the Latin phrase on it from The Handmaid's Tale. It's like something we both really like is The Handmaid's Tale, so I thought that was cutie. Is there a scene? Oh, this frickin'. I watched this girl on YouTube. She's not like a big YouTuber. I started watching her because she played Belle at Disney World. She was friends with Belle. And she used to do a bunch of like Disney content, which she no longer does, but it's just like I'm already on this journey. But her kitchen cabinets are literally this color blue. That's all I think of. Anywho, let me get into my questions. Why not? I'm in a mood today, you guys. I just filmed a really exciting video, which you'll already have seen by the time this goes live, which was the collab I'm doing with Black Magic Melts. And I just, am having a good time. I'm excited as heck about it. Let me figure out what's going to go in my sidebar. Honestly, I might just do these 3 things in the sidebar so I don't even have to think about it. This girl's got to go on the other side. That is without a doubt. I actually kind of hate that because it looks gross. Okay, I'm going to put her, I think, way down there because I'm having a moment, okay? Actually, I think I'm going to put her in the sidebar and put this on the other side. I don't like that, like, the background of this is literally, like, this box, basically. So I don't want to put her on that side. So I'll just put both of the girls in my sidebar and move the hand over there. That's my thought process, okay. The first question I have for today is, what's a device I would like to see added to a mobile phone? I think mobile phones have this. I'm pretty sure like iPhones have like the Translate app, but I don't know how well it works because I haven't used it. So that's just what I'm going to go with, like something where you can just hold it up and it'll translate somebody talking to you in a different language other than yours. And it'll immediately translate it and speak it back to you in your language. Like say, like when I was in France, if I could like hold the phone up to the French speaking person and it would immediately translate it into English for me, and then I could speak into it in English and it would immediately translate it into French, like that would have saved a lot of headache, honestly. So I think something like that already exists, but that's just like the first thing that came to me mind. Where do I see myself in 1 month's time? In 1 month from today, I will be back from Disney World, have my wedding fully planned. I think I'll just be like full force working, hopefully. Making moves in the work front. Be really like head knees deep in planning my bridal shower. That's going to be in April. So yeah, that's basically, I think, just grinding out the shop, working on my shop and planning my wedding. Where do I see myself in 1 year's time? Not living here, most likely living in Texas, which will be amazing. Being married, maybe have a dog. I don't know, that's just kind of like where I'm at the moment. What I'm thinking is probably like my moves. And what about 10 years time? Have a house. Like obviously like my goal would be for like my shop to grow so big that like I have employees and like that kind of thing. Like that's like dream goals for like 10 years, but hopefully like still doing my shop and being able to just like freely travel the world, honestly. What is the best thing about my old school? Ooh. I had this one teacher in, I'm thinking high school is like the first thing that came to my mind was high school. The best thing about my high school. I hated high school. So the best thing is probably this one teacher, Mrs. Collins. She was just like the nicest, sweetest, kindest human being to ever exist. And she is one of the only people who made high school even remotely bearable. So shout out to you, Mrs. Collins. You the bomb. Next up is, what is the worst thing about my old school? Literally everything. My school was so fucking stupid. There was constantly fights. There was literally a time, because like the way it worked was you walked down this hallway where like on your, depending I guess which direction you're coming from, but it's like glass windows looking into the cafeteria and then glass windows on the other side looking out into like this pointless courtyard that nobody uses. And one time there was a fight so bad that a student got thrown through the glass windows. That was cute. There was also, I had multiple teachers be arrested. I had one teacher arrested on like essay charges. And I had another teacher arrested on drug charges. I had another teacher that should be arrested on essay charges because he was fucking creepy. Like, just like a bad time. I've I could change your name to anything, what would it be? I probably wouldn't change my name just because, like, I don't care that much. I don't like my name. I think it's ugly as fuck. But, you know, my, like, favorite name for a girl is either Blair or Veda. So if I was, like, to pick a name, go back in time, and just always have a different name, I would probably pick one of those. Wait, do I now have too many boxes? No. Okay. This over here, cute. Do you watch too much TV? Yeah, absolutely. Not even, I don't really watch actually a ton of TV, but I watch like a ton of YouTube, and yeah, I watch probably too much, but like, I need some sort of background noise. So yeah, definitely. Have I ever planted a tree? No, I don't think I have. Not that I can think of. What's the heaviest thing you can lift? I have no idea. I don't really like try being strong. It's just not who I am as a person. We'll have one of each underlay left per usual. I love the dark green foil. I feel like y'all be sleeping on it, but it's so good. Oh, I need to flip the page on my questions. What's the last present you received? Okay, well, yesterday or 2 days ago was Christmas, so this is actually an easy one to think of. The last gift that I opened was, y'all know I am obsessed with Harry Potter, and the last thing I opened on Christmas was the gift from Chris's mom, and it is like the egg from the Goblet of Fire that like has the mermaid song in it. So yeah, that's like the most recent present I received, I suppose. We can go with her. But, yeah. Okay. Do I have attached or unattached earlobes? I actually have attached earlobes, which is, I think, weird. The sticker's actually ripping, which I don't think I've ever experienced with SPC. Anywho, it came off in one piece, so leave each chillin'. Yeah, I have attached earlobes, which Chris thinks is, like, so odd. I don't know. I only have, like, one piercing on each earlobe because my earlobes are really tiny because they're attached. So there's that. Can I go out with somebody who has a child from a previous relationship? I did, like, briefly was seeing a guy before Chris who had a kid. He was significantly older than me, like 13 years older than me, with a whole ass ex-wife and kid. And his kid didn't even live in this state, so I guess it didn't really matter because he rarely ever saw his kid. But I'm just gonna be like upfront with you guys. I don't like children. I don't want children. I have no interest in being a parent. So no, probably not. I mean, not that I'm ever gonna have to think about it. Chris does not have kids, but yeah, I absolutely don't think I could. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I just think you have to be like upfront. You don't want to like start talking to somebody knowing they have a kid, like pretending like you're okay with it, and then being like, actually, I'm not okay with it. There's nothing they can do to change the fact that they have a kid. And it's like, you want them to be in their kid's life more than your life. Like, let's be real. What was my first alcoholic drink? Caramel vodka and apple cider, probably. It's like the only alcoholic I ever will like consume. Reminds me of my mom. What was my first job? So technically I worked at this store. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It was called PS by Aeropostale, and it was like Aeropostale's clothing store for like young children. And I technically worked there for a month, but I was on call. I never got scheduled for a shift. I never even learned how to work the cash register. Like, that's how little I worked there. So I don't often really count that as like a job that I had, because like I didn't really work there. Let's like in the reality of it, I worked straight up 2 shifts total. But my real first job, what I like have on my resume as my first job, started working there when I was 16. Like right after I turned 16, I worked at PS by Aeropostale when I was only 15. But when I was 16, I got like my first like job at a Hallmark store. at the mall. I worked with Trista from Marie Plans actually there, which is kind of fun to like think about. And so I worked there for years, quite a long time actually. I worked there for maybe how old, 16, maybe 3 years I think. Yeah, 3 years-ish. I worked there doing the damn sticker thing. I worked my way up. I started as a sales associate, and then I got promoted to being a key holder, which is essentially like you have all of the abilities of a manager, you're just part-time. And then I even got nominated as, what was it called? I don't know, my manager basically nominated me for being like a stellar, great worker type of person. I was doing a good job. And I actually won a brand leader, that's what it was called. So I won that, which was like really just kind of fun and cool and unexpected. It was really nice of her to nominate me for that. What numbers do I need? 20 through 26. Do I have them on here? 20. Yes. And I ended up winning that for our district. And I got like a special pin and stuff, which is kind of cool. You know. So I worked there after that. I had a couple of other jobs that were like within that time. I worked at like a pizza place briefly for like a week, and then I quit because they were unorganized and it pissed me off. I worked for one day at this place. It's changed its name, but it used to be called Pole Position Raceway, and it was like indoor go-karting. But they told me I had to wash these like head scarves that people had to wear while they like wore their helmets, and to like not touch it with my hands because there may be lice on it. And that was enough for me to never step foot in that place again. Yeah, just not a fan overall. It was really gross. And I don't even think I'm in the wrong for that. Okay, let's pop on our deco. What was my first car? My first car was a 2007 Ford Mustang. I had a pretty cool first car, if I'm being quite honest with you guys. My mom threw me a graduation party, and my dad bought me a car. You know, the divorced parents' life, where like they're trying to like one-up each other, and you just get to like reap the benefits of it. I'm not even mad about it, honestly. But yeah, I had a Mustang. It was the stupidest car I could have picked. I begged my dad, that's what I wanted for my first car. And he's like, you know, like that's a pretty stupid choice. And I'm like, I don't care. It's what I want. Because if you don't know anything about cars and stuff, a Mustang is a rear wheel drive vehicle. Which if you live in a place like Florida or Texas or, you know, Georgia, any place where it does not snow, you don't really have to think about that when purchasing a car, whereas somebody like your girl who lives in upstate New York, where we are straight up proven, if you look it up, what is the snowiest city in America, it's where I live. Good, lucky me, love that. And so you can't really, I mean you can, it's just a little bit terrifying. Can't really drive in a rear wheel drive car in a snowy climate because there's not like enough traction, I guess. I don't really know the scientific method behind it, but basically you straight up slide everywhere, and it's terrifying, scary. That one winter I had that car, I only had it for like a year because it ended up actually breaking, which I will get into, but I drove into so many ditches, I hydroplaned, it was horrifying. And then I ended up having this issue with the car where like nobody was believing me with what was happening, but like I would not have my foot on the gas, I would not have my foot on the brake, and it would just start accelerating by itself, and like I couldn't get it to stop. It was like out of a movie, like my car was possessed. It was horrifying. And I actually did not get my license until I turned 18 in September, and then I got my license in December. So when I was in college in the morning, like, I just hated driving. I still don't love it, but I would drive to school and my mom would come with me and then she would drive my car back, and it happened to her. So I finally had somebody else experience this horrifying thing that was happening to me. I actually want to do the headers before I do this, maybe. But as much as like I didn't want like anybody else to be in that scary ass situation, I was just so glad that like somebody else experienced it, so I wasn't going fucking crazy. And then we worked together to get me a new car, and that's when I got my piece of shit Dodge Dart, and which also literally was a nightmare. Anywho, moving on. What was my first mobile phone? A hot pink Razor. You already know, the one with like the chrome silver. It was the move. I was so cool for it. What's my first like real memory? It was preschool. I went to preschool with my cousin Terry. We were in the same class. She's actually the one who's performing me at Chris's wedding ceremony. We're really close ever since we were little. And we were in the same class, and there was me and her, and there was only one other girl in our class, Miranda. And like we all stuck together. And there was this boy in our class named Kyle, and he was so mean. So mean. He was such a bully to me, and I hated him. And I remember I have two distinct memories from preschool. One is that we were like in like the playroom area, and there was like a fake kitchen with fake food. And so like me and my cousin Terry were playing in there, and Kyle came over like stealing all the food from me. And like as a 4-year-old, like that's devastating. So I was upset and crying, and she was screaming at him. Yeah, it was a whole thing. And then we also would have like PE. We had like this room that was like upstairs. It was like at a church, my preschool. And you'd go upstairs, and there was like the PE room, and it had like a jungle gym and like a little mini balance beam that was like 2 inches off the ground. So cute, so fun. And I refused to participate. Literally the most classic me thing, refusing to participate. I did the same thing with ballet. I don't know how old I was with that, but I didn't want to do it. I told my mom I didn't want to do it, and she said, "You're doing it." And I was like, watch me. And I literally sat against the wall, refused to participate. It was the same thing with PE class. Refused to participate. Hated it. Who was my first teacher? I don't remember my preschool teachers. My first like real teacher for like all day school, 7 days a week, was my kindergarten teacher. And her name was Mrs. Cunningham. And she was so sweet. Loved her. She's grand. I'm going to pop this in a world full of Grinches. Be a Griswold. Over that. I'm going to pop this one that just says Christmas wishes and mistletoe kisses. Over her. Why not? Just trying to use these up, honestly, because otherwise they're just going to get popped in my D-stash. Situation. I'm not going to put them on the girls, so we'll do some corners on those cutie pies. My next question is, where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? I think Disney World when I was like 7, 8. What the frick? This is just like, there we go. Yeah, my dad took me and my little sister to Disney World, and I think that's the first place we went on an airplane. It's the first one I have a memory of, I guess. I mean, I don't even remember being on the airplane, but I know we didn't drive there. So we had to have flown. I remember I have like a couple of memories of the trip. Who was my first best friend? My first best friend is my friend Shanna. She's still one of my best friends. She's in my wedding. She lives down south. She lives in Myrtle Beach, so I don't really see her very often. I've seen her twice in the last like 15 years, honestly. But we still talk all the time. We FaceTime usually once a week. Yeah. Also had a best friend in kindergarten named Cassidy, who I don't speak to anymore. No like bad blood. We just like don't talk. She doesn't live here either. She moved to Florida. But she was my friend in kindergarten. I was that kid who cried every day, and she like would calm me down. We love a queen like that, okay? Okay, I guess we'll do seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing. Believe that one is from Polar Express. Then we have this one that just says, Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof. Obviously, from Home Alone. Did you see that motherfucker got, like, charged with, like, assaulting his girlfriend? Shit's fucking crazy. And then I'm gonna go with this one from The Grinch. Maybe Christmas he thought doesn't come from a store. Maybe, just maybe, Christmas means a little bit more. These will go in my D-stash. Bye-bye. Don't need you anymore. Done with this for now. And I believe we're going to get into the day by day. Look at this base. I love the red and the green. I'm going to miss these fun colors. Granted, my January lineup is Fire Flames. Okay. Let me get all my bits and bobs. Okay, it's okay. First thing on Monday is it was payday. I don't really know if I even got paid. I'm going to be honest with you. But I marked it, so we're going to put it on. Sure. Why the frick dicky not? Use one of these blue plain non-pattern washi strips. Okay, I need a couple more little thingy mabobbers. We'll pop a red one in. Jeez Louise. What the fuck? These are not cut very well. What the fuck? Okay. I think I can salvage this, but yeah, that's very odd for ScribblePrintsCo. I don't think I've ever experienced that. Okay. Pop that in, and then I'm going to use this green pattern. I fucking love this plaid pattern. Okay, these are way too spread out. There's that and that. I love the way this plaid looks underneath. It's so pretty. This is crooked as all hell. Oh my gosh, you guys. When I said this planned with me was going to be a bit longer, I meant because there's a lot going on in it, not because I can't put a single sticker down correctly to save my life. I think that's better. Okay, okay. So the first thing is payday. I have a money stack here from Carly Plans. I believe that was a prior colorway. Don't really know, but I do PR for Carly Plans. So feel free to use Hannah15 to save 15% off. Or if she's already having a sale, you can pop my name in the notes and you'll still get my freebie. This is a payday script from my shop in font 1 in gold. We had to go to the post office, so I have this mail envelope from MagicPrintsCo in gold and a P.O. drop custom from my shop in black. We did get our classic McDonald's. I have a Happy Meal here. Happy Meal. Is that what it's called? Happy Meal? Yeah. Sticker here from ScribblePrintsCo and a McDonald's script from my shop in gold. And then I have a wrapping paper sticker here to mark that I went over to my dad's house to wrap all of his gifts for him. He has a really bad back, so it hurts his back really bad to like bend over and like wrap presents. So he asked if I would come help, and I love wrapping presents. So I was like, fuck yeah, baby. You barking at the right tree. So I went and did that. This was actually a nice day. I spent a lot of time with my dad this day. And like, not that we don't spend time together, but like, you know, like I'm a grown up and I have like my own busy life, so I don't see him as much as I would like to, and I hadn't been over there in so long. I usually go over every week to do laundry, and then we got so behind on laundry because of Black Friday, so I just like truly had not been there in so long and just spent time with him. So it was actually quite nice. We did grab lunch together. We went to Applebee's, I believe, this day. I got lunch with him twice this week, so I don't really know. But I have a With Dad script, which is in the shop, and I have that in font too. And we did run some errands. So I have a shopping bag here from Fruity Sticker Co. and another With Dad script. Same font, same everything in black. Came home, Chris and I did play Mario Kart, so I have the Switch here from ScribblePrintsCo. That was on one of her exclusive weekly colorways. And then I have a custom Mario Kart script in font 5 from my shop. And I did play some Planet Zoo. There was a new DLC I hadn't gotten to play yet. So the paw print sticker from my shop and a custom Planet Zoo script in font 4. And then I did put down my first spread in my new planner, which was so exciting. I'm gonna trim her because I don't really want her going into the bottom washi. And so yes, pop her on there like that. That's from Carly Plans, and then I have a plan script from my shop in font 1. Moving on to Tuesday, I do actually very much so want to get out a fully foiled box to mark this. It's for my wedding countdown. Ugh. Okay. I always think that I'm counting it wrong, but like, I'm getting married in May, so April will be 1 month, March will be 2 months, February will be 3 months, January will be 4 months, so yeah, this will be 5 months. So 5 months until the wedding. I have these rings here from Whimsical Cat Studio to mark that. And then I spent a good portion of this day learning how to make homemade like soft pretzels. They came out really good. I did get the stuff to like make them again. Yum, yum, yum. So I do have a little pretzel icon from my shop in gold to mark that. And then I did film. I have no idea what I filmed this day. Could not even begin to tell you. But I filmed something. And I have a camera sticker here from ScribblePrintsCo and a film script from my shop in font choice 5. I think she pulled this green from this kit. I know she does sometimes pull the colors from the kit, but it matched literally so perfectly that I am absolutely convinced that that was what happened. So I'm gonna pop this in here. To mark, I had a YouTube binge. I have a movie clapper icon there from my shop in gold, and a YouTube binge script from my shop in font 4 in gold. And then I'm not going to really get into details about this next thing. I'm just going to put it in, but Chris and I got into a little argument this day. So first, I was just pissed the fuck off. So I have this like pissed off emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. and a pissed the fuck off script, which is from my shop in font 4. And then as a classic girl, once I am pissed off, I end up getting sad and crying. Ugh, it's definitely like a defect in my personality that I should probably work on, but won't. Pop this brown in here. So I have this Once More with Love crying munchkin and a sad bitch script from my shop in font 1 in gold to mark that. And then, oh, this was the day that I filmed a haul clip and I had a bunch of stickers to put away, so that's what that was. I organized all of my stickers that night. Wednesday was a pretty fun day. I started off my morning by going over to my friend Caitlin's house so I could give her 2 kids their Christmas presents. It was so cute. I got there and her son Carter was like, Carter's literally woke up this morning and was like, he calls me Auntie Santa. Ironic because I was bringing gifts, but when he first learned how to talk, like he turned 1 in December and he was like learning how to talk. He talked pretty early, and because it was like around Christmas time when he learned to talk, Hannah and Santa just kind of got confused. So I'm Auntie Santa. She's like, he's been asking all morning since he got up, when is Auntie Santa going to be here? When is Auntie Santa going to be here? So I arrived to bring them their gifts. So I have this present sticker here from Carly Plans and a visit Caitlin, Carter, and Kennedy. Her husband was also home, but he's not on that sticker because usually I like to give them their family time because for a while he was working like retail type jobs. So he wasn't really like, not that he wasn't home, but like he was working a lot. So I tend to go when he's not there. Anywhoozy, I also, oh, no, I don't want to use that there. Wrong choice. I'll pop that there for a moment. We will use green because I want to use this like strip from the washi here, and that is red. Okay, so I did listen to Crime Junkies. She did just recently buy a new house and move, so it's like a 25-minute drive to her now instead of like a 10-minute drive, which does suck, but means I listened to Crime Junkies the entire car ride. That microphone is from Carly Plans, and I have a Crime Junkies custom from my shop. And then I went to my dad's house and we did like run a couple of errands, and we got Mexican food. So I have that salsa cup from Carly Plans and a With Dad script, again from my shop. And then when I got home, Chris and I played more Mario Kart. I have this, I'm gonna use the brown label to mark that. And I do have these like Joy-Cons from Fruity Sticker Co. and a Mario Kart custom from my shop in font 5. And then this was the day that Chris went over to his friend's house. And so like we only have one car, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, ever since the stabbing in my apartment complex, I'm like really freaked out to be home alone, because like it just freaks me out. And once like it's dark out, I don't want to walk out there by myself. So I was bringing him to his friend's house, and I didn't want to like come home by myself, A, or walk in by myself, B. So I went over to my sister's house because she lives literally around the corner from his friend. So I just went over there and like hung out with my sister and Whitney. So the house icon from my shop in gold, and a custom With Sis and Whitney script also from my shop in font 5 in black to mark that. And I was so tired. I slept so poorly the night before from like, I just was on edge because of this whole situation. So like I slept so bad. So I was literally so tired. I passed out so hard when I got home. I have a pillow here from Carly Plans and a Tired as Fuck script from my shop in font 4. I need to make those for myself foiled. I use them quite a lot. And that's this entire first half of the spread. And we'll pull in the second half now. The first thing on Thursday was that our national grid bill was due, which is like the electric bill, which I know like a lot of people I saw saying like their bill went up really high. I know that we don't pay for heat at my apartment, which is nice living in a cold climate, but my bill was like $30 less than it usually is, so like not even mad about it. I have the money icon from my shop and a custom national grid script from my shop in font 5. This day I did swap some mail with Carly. She stopped by so we could do that. I'm gonna use this cute pattern because it's cute like her. And I have this package sticker here from Carly Plans and a custom With Carly script from my shop in font 5. And then after that, Chris and I went to Chick-fil-A for the simple fact that Chris is obsessed with anything peppermint, and I totally had been meaning to like tell him about the peppermint milkshake that they have there, and I saw an ad for it and I was like, oh my god, we gotta go. So we did that. I have like the Chick-fil-A fries here from Fruity Sticker Co., which I get fries and mac and cheese when I go there. And then I have a Chick-fil-A script here from my shop in font 5. And then I had a YouTube binge script. I love the gold on this green and just the dark colors, but the movie clappers from my shop in gold. And then the YouTube binge script is also from my shop in gold in font 4. On to the second portion of this day. We did go to the grocery store because freaking Kirsten, oh my god, that girl. She posted on her story she's making yellow cake with chocolate frosting. And that's like my favorite combo, and I have not had it in years. And I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I was bored as fuck. So at like 9 p.m. we went to the store to get stuff to make a cake. The shopping cart is from my shop in gold. And then the Wegman script is also from my shop in gold. And then I came home and I made a damn cake. Like, it's just what had to happen. So I have the little cake icon, like a pan from ScribblePrintsCo to mark that. And then I just kind of had like a super duper lazy evening. So I'm going to use this page flag from the kit to mark that. And I do have a Munchkin watching TV from Once More with Love and a Lazy Night script from my shop in font 5. Fits perfectly on a flag. I love that. Okay, so moving on to Friday. This day, both my car payment and my car insurance were due. I still think, like, as last time I checked, my bank account still hasn't come out, which is so annoying to me. But I think both of this green and the blue, I think, were pulled from this kit. So we have the car icon from ScribblePrintsCo and a custom car / insurance script from my shop. And so then I'm going to mark that it was Christmas Eve. I'm going to mark that with this little Christmas icon from my shop of like reindeer, of a reindeer, I should say. And then pop this in here, and then this in here. Cute. So I'm going to mark that I did play more Planet Zoo this day. I have another paw print, but this one's from ScribblePrintsCo, and another custom Planet Zoo script from my shop in font 4. Then Chris and I did have our matching Christmas PJs, so I'm going to write that in, but I have that Munchkin to mark it. Then the next thing was we went to my cousin Jackie's house. So I'm going to use this to mark her. I need a movie marquee. What are my options on those colors? Green or brown? I guess green because I already used the brown. And then I need a red little thing. I definitely need, should I use blue? Yeah, blue. We need some blue down here for sure. Doot, doot, and then doot. Okay. Sure. So for going to my cousin Jackie's house, I have this giant like gingerbread house from Once More with Love to mark that. And we did watch Annabelle's Wish, which is just like the movie my family watches every Christmas Eve. So I have this little Christmas tree icon from my shop to mark that. And then we came home and watched Encanto because it did come out this day. I thought it was good. I don't understand the hype. I've had many people kind of like almost rudely come at me like, it's good because of X, Y, and Z. I didn't say it was bad. I don't think it's bad. I just think Coco is a much better movie. My opinion, and I'm standing by it. Next thing I'm going to mark is that this was Christmas. You know, so I have a little present icon to mark that. And then, which one of those patterns do I want to use? I want to use red, green, or blue. I'll use green. So I need blue and a brown. That will be what we do. Blue, brown, and the green pattern. We'll pop her in here. Okay, so we woke up, Chris and I, and we did Christmas together. He got me like the Noble Collection Lucius Malfoy walking stick with like his wand, and it was so cute. I forgot to pull the script that says with Chris, so I'll just write it in. Then we went to my dad's house, so I have this sweater here from Carly Plans, that's also from Carly Plans, with a custom dad's house script that I made for myself in font 4. We had Christmas breakfast with my dad, so I'm just using this candy cane to mark that. And then we were going over to my cousin Jen's house, and we needed to bring like an hors d'oeuvre, and so I told my sister if she bought the ingredients for hers, I would prepare it for her. She ended up forgetting like a main ingredient and then had to like go back home and get it. But I'm gonna use this to mark that I made that for her. This in here. Then green. Ugh, do I have a story about this day though? Freaking Christmas. Holy macaroni. What a day. Doot, doot, doot. And doot. Okay, so I prepared that dip, so I have this like making food prep sticker from Carly Plans to mark that. Then we did go to my cousin Jen's house, so I have this like mantle from Carly Plans. We went to Chris's mom's house. So I have this present from Carly Plans, and this is from JoJo Kwan Plans, who I no longer think is no longer open. It just says Drina's, which is Chris's mom. And then I have this face from the Coffee Monsters Co. We left Chris's mom's house, and I'm like, my car feels really weird. And Chris is like, yeah, it feels like you have a flat tire. And I was like, well, my pressure light's not on. And I've had plenty of flat tires. I've had a tire explode on a side road. I've had a tire explode on the highway. Like, I know what that feels like. I'm like, I don't think it's flat. So we pull over, and there's a fucking nail in my tire. What a terrible time, truly. Truly a terrible time. So, on Sunday, I filmed my melting basket. Well, Chris called around to find a place that could take my car. I had booked an appointment online for a car place, and it said, like, okay, whatever. And then I got an email when I woke up, and it said, can't confirm your appointment. Please reschedule. So I went back on to, like, schedule it, and it had just, like, all the same times. And I was like, that's so weird. So Chris called, and they're like, yeah, we're just, like, short-staffed, and the online can't, like, figure, like, doesn't account for that, which is kind of annoying, honestly, but, like, it is what it is. We did find a place, which was good. So the wax is from Carly Plans, and then the film script is from my shop in Font 4. And so, yes, this place we ended up going. I don't even remember where we went, but they essentially were like, yeah, you can bring it in like an hour, and we will be able to do it. And I was just like, cool. So I had a big fat nail on my tire. So I am going to use this car icon from my shop to mark doing that. And then Chris and I went on a lunch date and got groceries. Oh my god, that was another thing. We needed groceries so bad. We were completely out of water. Didn't have like a single thing of water left. And I don't like tap water. It grosses me out. And I don't have a fridge that makes water. So I needed water, okay? And we had like no groceries, because we usually go on Friday, and it had already been 2 days past our grocery day. Just, yeah. So we went to this place called Brick and Brew. I got a pasta dish. I did not get spaghetti and meatballs, but the colors matched, so I'm going with it. Custom script from my shop. We went grocery shopping. I have the grocery cart again from my shop, and a Wegmans script again from my shop, both in gold. And then I did work on like all the orders I had gotten through Saturday. Wanted to get them all out. So I'm gonna put this box in here to mark that. And I have a sticker from Carly Plans, a wreath, and a work script from my shop in green. And then while I was working, I had a little bit of a YouTube binge. So I'm going to use this red label. I'm really sad the mail didn't come while I was working on this. And then I'll use a blue little thing. Actually kind of went faster than usual, I feel like, in this video. Look at me go. Okay, so I have the movie clapper here from my shop in gold, and then a YouTube binge script from my shop in gold to mark YouTube binge. And then I was just so tired, so I have a pillow here from Carly Plans and another tired as fuck script from my shop in black in Font 4. I actually have kind of a lot to fill in for this spread, so I'm going to fill it in, and then we'll zoom out, go over what's left, and put all of my leftovers away. Okay guys, this is the finished spread. I just love gold. It's so pretty. Obsessed with how this came out. It's go over everything I'm automatically destashing. The rest of these Christmas movie quote overlays, bye-bye, a couple of headers, these girls, this girl, a couple of hands, some bada washi, and one of each underlay. Then as for the rest of the kit, this will go immediately in the stash. I did a number on that page. I'm going to take some stuff off of here, off of here, off of here, off of here, and off of here. So let's just do that. I do really badly need to order more sheets of reusable sticker paper because when I was reorganizing my stickers, I used the end of it, which is wild. Let me pull a couple of red. These are like the same color from different kits. So funny. Half boxes, which I literally never use. Do you guys use half boxes? Like, I just don't. They're too big, take up too much space. I like to mark a lot of small things smaller rather than like one thing bigger. I feel like I've asked this before and somebody said they do use them, but they tend to mark two things with them, which I have done before. It's just not like my go-to thingamabobber. Flags and crowns. Flag and we've got a box. Red, orange, yellow, green. Well, let's go into the green. Got one little thing. Popper here, I guess. So many greens. It's like I didn't think green was this like big of a color in the planning community, but apparently I have a shit ton of it. Oh, this page is now done. Goodbye. Get it out of my face. One green label. Flags and crap. We've got one flag. Do we have the end crap? We do, which is the box. Blue. Do we have any little things? We have one little thing. Put her there. One half box. Quarter box. We don't have the third box. I did use the blue third box. We do have one label here. And then we have two flags because one of the mini flags is blue. Then we have the full-size flag and the box. And then we just have brown left. Brown. Got one brown little thing. Put this up here. This page is donezo. Labels here, and then we've got the flag and the box to go over here. Box and flag. And that's it, guys. That is it for this video. If you do like this spread, then give the video a thumbs up. If you did not, then give it a thumbs down. Either way, you are helping out with my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.